What's going on, guys? Braderz, and today I've got another episode of Bradley's Stories, and this one is going to be about my near-death experience. That's right, guys, I almost died. Like, I was almost out for the count. Like, literally in my mind I could see the light. Like, I was dead. I did not know what to do. But anyway, let's get into the details, right? So it was this year, early this year, and I was playing football PE. Now, we had a substitute teacher, you know, so we didn't have our main teacher for our PE group, and it was the first time he was teaching our PE group. We had never seen him before, but, you know, we didn't think of anything of it. So we were playing on the Astro, playing football, and yeah, everything was going fine. I was in defense as usual. I hate football, by the way. Like, I literally hate the sport. I don't like PE either, to be honest. But anyway, playing football, and then coming towards the end of the lesson, all good. I'm happy it's coming towards the end of the lesson, and then I'm running to get the ball, and I stand awkwardly, and then I fall to the ground. No, this isn't it. That's just one of the minor things that happen. I fall to the ground. I'm in pain, major pain I had never felt in my life before, never experienced this pain before. And I look at my knee had literally twisted. It was dislocated. Like, my kneecap was literally on the other side of my leg. I know it's a bit gruesome, but like, man, I had never experienced anything like, I've never broke anything, never dislocated anything before like that. But then I dislocated my knee, and I was shouting, man. I was screaming. I didn't cry. That's one of the main things. I didn't cry where I was. I didn't cry, but it was definitely one of the worst pains I've ever felt in my life, and touch wood, it's going to be the worst pain I felt in my life, let's be honest, because that was like, I've never felt. Let me know in the comments down below, actually, if you've ever dislocated anything, ever dislocated your knee for that matter, because that was some excruciating pain, and I was there just lying on the floor. Someone was next to me, I think. I was like, yo, I broke my knee. I didn't know what was going on. Honestly. Never experienced anything like that before. And the substitute teacher, right, I feel sorry for this guy, because his first lesson of teaching us, and he's got some next level injury, and he was just there on the other side. I can remember this perfectly now. I was just lay there like shouting my head off because I was in pain. On the other side of the pitch, the teacher was just there, like, he was just there looking at me, just strolling towards, like, he thought I just, you know, got slide tackled, something like that. He didn't think I was injured. He didn't think it was anything severe, like a dislocated knee. He was just stood there, patrolling, just walking down like it was nothing. And then, luckily, one of the main teachers from the other side of the Astro, because there's two pitches on the Astro, and there's Group 1 and there's Group 2. I was part of Group 1, and then Group 2 was on the other side of the Astro. Luckily, their teacher, who was an actual teacher, ran over like Superman. I can picture it right now. I just saw Superman running over, and came over, and then saw that how severe the injury actually was, and helped me. Like, it was like, I've never been through something like that before. It was pretty cool, actually. Like, they were there calling the ambulance, like, people, everyone from the PE lesson were walking past, staring at me like, oh my god, oh no, Bradley's dying, all that sort of stuff. Like, I can picture it now. And it was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie, to phone in the ambulance. I was still rolling in pain. I was just there, curled up like a ball. I was dying. I was gone. Right, so I'm just there chilling, yeah? I'm just there chilling on the floor in excruciating pain still, and he's just there asking me, you know, good questions like, you know, are you feeling cold? Because they don't want me to feel cold, obviously, because that ain't going to be good if you're going through that amount of pain. They don't want me to go unconscious, stuff like that. You know, are you feeling alright? You know, all that sort of stuff, because I could see the light, and they didn't want me to go unconscious. You know, the foil was supposed to keep me warm, especially with the bad temperatures in the weather. You know, the weather was not good, it was cold as well, so that didn't help the situation. So he called in to the pastoral office first, and basically what happened was, she was just running over with a wheelchair. She ran over with a wheelchair. Now, I don't know how she expected me to get into a wheelchair, sit on a wheelchair with a dislocated knee. Obviously, clearly, she wasn't thinking it through. She was obviously rushing, to be fair. She was probably rushing, and she didn't think it through. She didn't think the situation through. But, you know, she ran over, and she wasn't too bad, you know. She helped me get through some of the pain. Like, it helped. Obviously, the wheelchair was, you know, pointless. The wheelchair didn't help at all. The wheelchair was just there on the floor. But, you know, she helped, and then they called in for the ambulance. Now, the ambulance, I was lost, right? Just bear in mind, I was on the floor dying. A lot of things were going through my mind, so let's not hate on me right here. I was thinking, yo, how's the ambulance gonna get through the gates? But obviously, knowing now, the gates were clearly designed that way so ambulances could get through. But I was like, yo, are these gonna have to pick me up and take me to the ambulance. Like, how is this gonna happen? But obviously, the ambulance came within 5 minutes, to be honest. Like, the ambulance came quick, so that was really good. The ambulance got through, and then it was like a movie scene. Honestly, it was like a movie scene. You know, when a person's dying, loads of ambulances come in and they're like, "You'll be okay. You're gonna survive. Don't worry about it. You'll be all right. You'll be all right." All that sort of stuff. The ambulance, like all the ambulance people say, I was in a movie scene in my head. Like, I was literally in a movie scene. And the ambulance got there, the paramedics jump out. It was in slow motion in my head as I imagine it now. This is slow motion, dead dramatic. They jump out, and they were quite funny guys, I ain't gonna lie. They were trying to make me laugh to get through some of the pain. They were like, they gave me happy gas, and they were like, sip on this happy gas, and it's the only time you can legally get high, all that sort of stuff. It didn't make me laugh, but like, they tried to, and that's the main point. I didn't laugh because, you know, I was dying. Like, I was literally dying. And then they put me on, I had to get on some stretcher, right? I was in terrible pain, and I had to kind of maneuver myself onto the stretcher. It took a while because I was in pain, and every movement I made, I was literally in excruciating pain. So I got onto the stretcher, and the worst thing had to happen. They had to put my knee back in place. Now this part of this injury was the worst part. This was the worst pain I've ever felt. Hopefully the worst pain I will ever feel in my life. Touch wood. I'm touching wood every time I say that, right? And oh my god, like, they had to put my knee back in place, and I've never shouted like that before. It wasn't a scream. It's not because I screamed so high pitched. I didn't. Like, I could never shout like that ever again. You know, the shout of pain, the shout of excruciating pain. I've never shouted like that before in my life, and I'll hopefully never experience that shout again. I shouted as if I was dying, as if that was, oh my god, I've never shouted like that. I couldn't bear it. Like, I wasn't crying because I didn't have the energy to cry. That was, wow, it was like the worst shout. The shout was so powerful, like, because of how much pain I was going through. It was crazy, but it happened, and I got put on the ambulance. They lifted me up on the stretcher, put me onto the ambulance, and the ambulance was pretty cool. First experience on an ambulance, I ain't gonna lie. And that's a cool story to tell your kids when you're older. You know, you've been in an ambulance because you dislocated your knee. So that's a bright side to it, I guess. Yeah, so I dislocated my knee. That's the end of the story. The back of the ambulance, you know, they were just asking me simple questions about me, height, all that sort of stuff. I didn't actually know my height at that time. But yeah, just simple questions. And that was my worst injury that I've ever felt, the worst pain I've ever felt. And that was my near-death experience. And yeah, it might not have been that enjoyable to listen to, but you know, it's one of the main things that have happened in my life. That was terrible, the worst pain I've ever felt. Alright guys, as it's the end of the video, I'm going to open a supply drop. Now I'm looking for some double XP to use throughout these holidays to rank up pretty quick, the 2-week holidays, but we get... Now that's a really crap supply drop. Wow. 2 enlisted and 1 professional, no elite weapon. This is legit the worst supply drop I've ever had. My days. I mean, EPM3, I swear that's a heavy weapon, isn't it? So like, I'm gonna use that to get the challenge. You have to use a heavy weapon, 30 kills I believe in capture the flag. So I'm gonna use that, and you can expect another supply drop within this video, just for you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna do that just for you guys in this video. Though yeah, it looks pretty bad, but I'm just gonna use it for that reason. But here we go, we got the second supply drop. What are we looking for? We're looking for some double XP because we didn't get it in the last one. We need it this time, but we get elite. 2 elites, you know, that ain't too bad. The first elite obviously ain't as good as the other one, but HBR A3 Barefist, the weapon itself looks pretty nice, so I'm definitely going to try it for that exact reason. The red dot sight, you got to have a red dot sight. I ain't got a problem with that. 2+ handling, the other ones ain't too good, you know, but 2+ handling is pretty good, so I'm definitely going to try that out. Expect to see it in a video, but honestly, I'm pretty happy with this supply drop. It isn't bad as the other one anyway. Alright guys, that's the end of my video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. It's always really appreciated, and also make sure you smash that subscribe button so you can watch my videos every time I upload them. Like I said to you guys, I'm on the road to 100 subscribers, so you guys hitting that subscribe button really does help, and I really do appreciate that. It's been me, Braderz. Let me know in the comments down below actually, do you find the music at the start of the videos really necessary? Do you really enjoy the music? Because as you've noticed, I didn't add the music at the start of this video for the simple reason that I wanted to try it a little bit different, and also it takes 2 hours to upload when I add music, and my laptop is terrible, and also that's why my videos have been going up a lot later than usual. Just for that reason, I've been adding music, and it literally takes like about 2 hours to upload. That's another reason why with the money I get for Christmas I want to buy a computer, because my laptop is literally terrible. So let me know in the comments down below, Do you find the music really necessary, and do you really want the music at the start of my videos? And also guys, you can see I'm in the firing range using the bare fist I actually got in the supply drop earlier in this video. I mean, it's alright, as you can tell by the little clip right here. It's not too bad, so I'm probably going to use it in a multiplayer game, and like I said earlier, you can probably expect to see it within a video in the future on my channel. And that's about it guys. So again, hope you enjoyed, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Also guys, follow me on Twitter, link in the description. Peace!